Hey, happy Friday. Just want to share a little bit about what I read this morning in the Proverbs chapter 30 today. And, in verses 8 and 9, there's an interesting dialogue that happens from the writer where and I'm going to paraphrase since I'm not reading it, but he says, Lord, don't give me poverty and don't give me riches. He says, don't give me riches because I don't want a chance that I get too comfortable and forget about you, and don't give me poverty because I don't want to be in a position where I might steal and then bring shame to your name. And so he recognizes that there's this tension that exists, and the part that I like about this verse is it demonstrates a forethought or a foresight into patterns where he could fall and stumble, right, and take his mind off of the Lord, or get his focus in the wrong areas and potentially fall into sin. And so, when we think about our own lives and we think about, our own patterns, how much forethought or how much insight do we put into recognizing and identifying the patterns in our lives, right? And this is true. I like to parallel a lot of stuff into marriage. When you think about a marriage and conflict that can arise, right? Usually it's because of certain triggers or patterns that exist within one or the other, or sometimes both of the individuals. And so if you can recognize those patterns and dialogue and communicate well about why are the triggers happening, right? And sometimes it's a matter of, your spouse learning you better and understanding how to communicate with you in ways that isn't triggering to the patterns. But also there's this internal recognition that needs to exist that whatever my triggers are, I need to overcome them. I need to deal with them, right? Because if I have triggers, right, it shouldn't be my pattern to just leave those triggers in place and allow them to continually exist, so that my wife has to always be aware and be kind of tiptoeing around what thing could be my trigger, right? So there's a side of communicating them to learn and better be able to dialogue between one another successfully. But then there's also that internal recognition of, I know what my triggers are, and I know what my patterns are, and I'm going to put foresight into me, and I'm going to work on changing the person that I am, becoming more Christ-like, so that I can exemplify conversations in a way that are going to result in a positive outcome. So hope this helps you a little bit. Hope this is insightful for you. Spend a little time looking at what are your pitfalls, and then you can know where to start digging in your own Christian life. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.